Well, I can't say good morning, so good night, good evening.
Good evening, I think.
Good evening, and welcome back to episode 13 of the First Off the Tee podcast, brought to you by Advent Golf. Check out the link below. I'll put a link to Advent Golf's website where
Excellent.
you can pick up any of their belts, hats. They have a whole bunch of gear, really premium golf gear.
Love
and if you use code ROB, EVG10, you get 10% off your whole order. So thank you, Advent Golf, for sponsoring this episode. So casual episode tonight.
Well, I was away this weekend, camping, so I know nothing about what happened at golf, so You're going to certainly bring that up. And we were unable to do Monday morning or First Off the Tee because I didn't get home till late this afternoon.
Right. So we have coffee ice cream.
Ice cream
in instead
Cheers,
of our coffee drink. So let's dig in.
All right.
Well, that was good ice cream.
Won't be able to really eat it too much through the podcast.
I will. Okay. So let's get into it. So it's Monday night. You didn't catch any of the PGA.
Nothing.
And a lot happened. A real lot happened.
Wow. So I want you to up to speed. I was out camping, Lake George, New York. No cell site, very little spotty. So I'm like, what happened, man? I mean, I kind of, but give me the skinny.
So, ice cream. First thing that happened, first thing I wrote down, I was like, we got to talk about this, was Jon Rahm picking up the ball. So I think it was on Friday's round.
What do you mean picking up the ball? Just
so
in the middle?
He was, 4 feet from the hole. And he walked over and he never put his ball marker down.
Oh,
he just picks the ball up.
Wow.
And he literally picked the ball up, went to hand it to his caddy and froze. You saw it. Like this.
Wow.
He just froze. He didn't know what to do. And they called the official over and he barely moved. He didn't move his feet. He was like, look, guys, it was just a mental lapse.
Yeah.
The ball was right here.
Wow.
Well, 1 stroke penalty.
Whoa.
1 stroke penalty. So he gets on camera and he's like, look, it's one of those things that just happens.
Yeah.
Never would have thought it would have happened to me, but it did. He goes, I just hope I don't lose by 1 stroke. That's foreshadowing.
Wow.
Fast forward to Sunday. Jon Rahm finishes the round. He's in the clubhouse. DJ's on 17. He's 1 behind.
DJ's 1 behind.
DJ's 1 behind Jon Rahm going into 17.
In 17 or into 18?
Into 18. After 17. Yeah, after 17. So DJ puts his tee shot in the rough, and there's a tree blocking his angle at the hole. So it's a really hard shot. He was going to try and cut it. He ended up just going straight, so he wasn't really at the hole. He had to shoot away from the hole. Mm-hmm. It was a really nice shot, but it left himself a 30-plus foot putt over a hill with a big break. Mm-hmm. Well, freaking DJ gets up there, and he nails it.
Get out of here. 30-foot putt over
the break. I'm going to put a link in the video description of both putts, because there's another putt, obviously, that we're going to talk about. But this was the first big putt.
Wow.
So you can watch it for yourself. I'll show you off camera. So it's literally 30 feet. He hits completely away from the hole because he's got to come off this hill. It's a double break, so it breaks to the right and then comes back in and nails the pin.
Oh, man.
Forces overtime.
Forces a playoff.
Playoff.
Yeah.
So Jon Rahm's sitting there like, oh, man, if all I did was put that ball marker down, game's over.
Right.
Game's over.
He wouldn't even have had it. Wow.
So they go into playoff. Now, I didn't get to see the playoff because I was also on vacation and we had run out for dinner. But Jon Rahm has now they're on the overtime or the playoff. They're both on the green, and Rahm is
what hole? This
is 18. They replayed 18. Rahm is almost where DJ was, but another 30 yards back, but the same angle. Right. Well, freaking Jon Rahm putts that one in.
Oh my God!
66-foot putt. 66-foot putt. For birdie. DJ had a chance to birdie as well, but he had a crazy putt and he didn't get it.
That's amazing.
So it was just fireworks on 18, and I thought it was really good for the sport of golf, just for excitement, big moments.
Right. Can you imagine if the crowds were there?
I was just gonna say what it would have been like when the crowds were there.
Wow. Now when you had told me about you had. Basically, we talked a little bit last night before we got here, but so I kind of knew what was going on. When you were talking about Rahm winning, I said, "Oh, he must be number one in the world again," because he was neck and neck. So he must be. I don't know.
He's ranked world number 1, but he's number 2 in FedEx Cup standings.
2 in FedEx. So DJ's going to start with...
DJ's still number 1. Rahm took Justin Thomas over for second place.
Wow.
So I looked up FedEx Cup 101. So this is the PGAtour.com. They're telling you how the tournament this week is going to play. Mm-hmm. And we'll get more into this on Thursday's podcast when we preview. Mm-hmm. But the way it works is first place, so DJ is going to start at -10.
Yep.
Rahm's going to start at -8, and then -7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so on.
Wow.
So everybody in the field besides the last 4 people start better than even.
Right.
So there's groupings. So 26 to 30, they started even. 21 to 25 are at -1. 16 to 20 are at -2. So it's gradual. So it's not like DJ has a 10-shot lead over the whole field.
Right.
It's gradual.
It's gradual.
It's stepped up, but it's still an advantage.
Right. So the people that are in second.
Well, there's only one guy in second.
Oh,
so Jon Rahm gets -8.
Right.
Justin Thomas will get -7. I have the other rankings. Webb Simpson will get -6. Colin Morikawa -5.
And so on. Pull that. Hey, just a quick thing. Webb withdrew. He was my pick. Mm-hmm. I don't know why he withdrew. I mean, I'll have to look at it.
They say
he might not even be playing this week.
Well, the reason for his withdrawal, he claims, is to rest for this upcoming week. But the only thing I can imagine, if he has to rest, it means something's up.
Yeah,
something's hurt. Something's
strange.
Not right. It can't be just a routine. Oh, I want to rest for the major coming up.
Right.
You're in the playoffs, and
but you never know how many weeks he's been working.
He has. I did see something. He's played a lot of weeks in a row.
Could be legit.
And so what?
So what does that mean? Give the body a rest.
What does that mean? So he finished 1, 2, 3 in 4th place in ranking. So he's still good.
He's still way up there, even though he didn't even play.
So maybe he's valuing that rest over potentially getting a higher ranking.
We'll get into that on Thursday.
But man, a lot of fireworks. A couple other things that happened.
Yeah, what?
Mackenzie Hughes.
Mackenzie Hughes, okay.
So player. He's in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Well, he qualified for next Sunday. So for his next weekend. So he's obviously this year top 30 players on the tour.
Yeah.
There was some fireworks on 18. So this was on Sunday on the 18th hole. Mm-hmm. He had like a standard 4-footer.
Right.
Run-of-the-mill putt. If he missed the putt, he doesn't qualify for next weekend. He would have missed the top 30 cut. If he does make the putt, he qualifies, and then he gets tee times at all the majors for next year. He gets exemptions and so on. So there was a lot riding for his career on 1 4-foot putt with a little bit of a break, and he nailed it.
Nice.
He nailed it, and if you see the clip, you could see like the pressure come off his shoulders. He was like, I did it.
Right.
I did it.
He's exempt for a while. That's great.
So
that's
for a standard 4-footer, but you got to putt him because guess what?
Yeah.
All you guys out there who pick up your gimmies, if you had to hit that 4-foot putt,
for all of that,
you'd miss it.
You got it. I love it. Put those in. Put them in.
So that was really cool to see Mackenzie Hughes.
Neat.
So enough about the PGA. That was a good little recap. We'll talk more about PGA on Thursday.
Yeah.
Rick Sheils copied us.
Rick Sheils?
Do you know who Rick Sheils is?
Who's Rick Sheils? I'm not sure. Golfer?
Oh, yeah. Rick Sheils is part of the reason that we started this YouTube channel and this show.
Really?
And is somebody that I aspire to be like. Rick Sheils is pretty much without question the #1 golf YouTuber on YouTube.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's a PGA. He's a PGA pro, not a touring pro, but a PGA golf pro over in the UK.
Yeah.
Has a fantastic YouTube channel.
Nice.
Just recently broke 1 million subscribers, and already is up to 1.2 million subscribers.
Huge.
So he is big time. He is the gold standard of golf YouTube channels. Somebody who I follow, and like I said, he kind of influenced me. I'm like, hey, I could do something similar, put some golf YouTube videos together. Well, Rick puts out a YouTube video today reviewing Vice golf balls, and better yet, does a giveaway and gives away 2 dozen Vice golf balls. So we beat him to the punch.
Nice.
He beat us to almost every other punch. But
but
Rick,
we got you on that one.
We beat you to the punch. We already did a Vice golf giveaway. Congratulations to everybody on our channel who participated, and especially to the 4 people who won. You should be getting your golf balls in the mail any day.
That's fun.
But I just thought it was really funny. I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I see Rick Sheils, and the title is Worth the Hype or Overrated? And actually, I'll put a link in the description of his video. He, of course, being the gold standard, did a much better comprehensive review of the golf balls than we did. And I don't want to spoil too much, but I have to say, I was very happy with the results. He pretty much said there's no difference. He sees no difference between this and a Pro V1.
Nice.
And I mean, that is the gold standard. I mean, he had his GC quad out there.
Right.
He was measuring spin rate. He was giving his professional feel on the golf course. And he did a nice durability test. He cut the ball in half to see what the core looks like, which is a standard Rick Sheils thing. And they pretty much passed with flying colors. So I thought it was really cool being a Vice fan and a hope to be Vice ambassador one day. Maybe we can get sponsored by those guys.
Well, they're a great ball.
Well, I started playing them this year. I fell in love with them as an amateur. I don't know what I'm looking for in a ball. I haven't played enough golf balls to know the difference. But being right on the cusp of, I can play around with not losing a ball, maybe.
Right.
Sometimes I go through and I lose 4 or 5 balls one round. Not so much anymore, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I should be playing a good golf ball.
Quality ball,
And so I went with Vice just because of the price. And they're like a cool, like edgy, different kind of golf brand. And it's something that I've just kind of connected with. And I'll tell you what, I love the golf balls.
Cool.
So I'm happy to see that Rick Sheils.
Excellent. That's funny. That's good. You're like, Rick Sheils. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I got better start looking at YouTube.
He copied us.
A little more often.
All right. Upcoming rounds of golf. Did you play this weekend, or when's your next round? What's up?
All right, I will. But can I just go back one more thing? Because we touched on it, which was Bob's beef, and we talked about divot repairs on the thing.
Yes.
And, we talked about linking it to a video. I thought it'd be great if we go out and do a video. So maybe in an upcoming event, we'll do a video. We'll post our video on how we repair it, and really kind of teach everybody.
I see what you're saying.
So we'll try that.
For those of you who didn't see last week's episode, we have a new segment called Bob's Beef. Bob, also known as Doug, has a problem with people not repairing their ball marks on the green.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So we mentioned in last week's episode that we'll post a link to a video where they teach you how to replace the ball marker, and we said, what the heck, why don't we just do it ourselves?
Because it's about education. But anyway, upcoming.
No need to rush.
Okay.
So we're playing on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm actually playing tomorrow.
You're playing tomorrow?
I'm playing tomorrow. I got a tee time. I had a foursome. I was trying to get everybody together, but it's only Tom and I.
Okay.
Going at Sunset Valley.
Are you playing with points, I imagine?
Yeah.
Tom's a big fan of the points.
Big fan of the points, so we're going to be doing that. So I'm hitting that tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we're getting out with a friend of mine from work. And that should be fun.
I think on Saturday, we should make the how to replace your ball mark video.
Why don't we?
We're going to be out there.
There.
It won't take very long. I think a couple clips, 2, 3, honestly, a 2-minute video.
Yeah.
How to properly repair your divot.
Yeah.
Or ball mark, whatever you want to call it.
Hopefully we're making a bunch of them.
I hope so. That's always a good sign. I want to go back to Tom Foley because... he's a fan of the scoring system.
Yes.
We talk about it a lot. For those of you who don't know, the way we score, we count birdies for 3 points, pars for 2 points, bogeys for 1 point. Everything else is a dash or a 0. Well, we're playing with Tom, and he goes, well, what about eagles? And we're like, oh, obviously 4 points is one better than...
Right.
He goes, no, it's got to be 5. And we're like, Tom, there's no way we're giving an eagle 5 points.
Right.
Not going to happen. Like, I want it to be legit. I want you to look at your score and actually be able to calculate your strokes if you had to. Yeah. And if you start giving crazy points here and there, you won't never going to work. Yeah. So we settled in the middle. And so this is the Tom special. Eagles count for 4.5 points. And I think that's legit because if you're playing with our scoring method and you eagle in a round but end up tying somebody in points, you deserve the edge on them, the win, just because you had that eagle.
I agree. That's a good one.
Tom's fun to... Excuse me, the ice cream's getting to me. Tom's fun to play with.
He's fun. Well, and he's like in competition with me. So when I shot my best round ever, which was the 83, he was there. So he shot an 83 like 2 weeks ago, and he's texting me, I'm round. So he's hot to beat me. He's very competitive, and so maybe that's what brings out me playing a little better too. So we'll see how it is. We'll see what happens.
What course are you playing at?
We're playing Sunset Valley.
Oh, good.
Sunset Valley. 740 or something.
Good. Yeah. I'm also playing tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
After work, we'll probably only get 9 holes in.
Yeah.
Maybe 11. 12. It depends. We're starting to get late in the summer where the days are.
Where are you playing?
East Orange Golf Course.
Oh, yeah.
Never played there.
I know. The one down on the right-hand side when you're going towards, the summit area and whatnot.
Yeah. I heard it's a small golf course.
Isn't it 9 holes? And you play twice. I think it's 9 holes, and you play a different tee box for the next 9.
Really?
I think.
How does that work with traffic? I mean, like if I'm. You have two groups on the same hole.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't you report back on that?
We'll talk on Thursday. No, I'm playing with Pat from work.
Nice.
And then so Pat's in the office with me, and then we're going out with 2 of the field guys, Mike and Frank. So Shout out Mike, Frank, and Pat. That should be a fun time.
Yeah.
I really haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
I was on a hot streak. I played probably 30 times throughout the summer.
Yeah.
And then I took 2 weeks off, and then
vacation.
I played twice last weekend, but I was like still trying to shake the rust off, and I'm still.
And you did a best ball tournament, right?
I did a best ball tournament at the Hollywood Golf Club.
Nice.
This was a spectacular golf course. I actually forgot to mention this on Thursday's episode.
Yeah.
The golf course was just manicured.
It's nice when you play it.
So beautifully. The course just looked awesome. But you know what? I gotta say, for the amount of money that you're paying for a country club, it's still a round of golf. You still got to put the ball in the hole. So I loved it. I enjoyed every second of it. It looked so beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That's the end.
There you go.
That's the end of our podcast. So shout out Hollywood Country Club.
Yeah,
thanks for hosting the golf outing. And I can't wait to finish this ice cream because it's starting to melt down there.
Enjoy.